That's talent that's too uptight to have this show, by the way.
Yeah.
It's too...
Really?
Too risque. It's too risque.
Oh, not in Philly, huh? Yeah. All right. So we can say whatever we want about Philly, yeah?
I guess so.
I hate those hoagie steak.
You're crazy.
No, they're great. No, I'm from Philly, too, so I'm hip to the Philly scene.
There you go.
Did you have some new tattoos or something?
I have a lot of new I have 4 new tattoos in the last couple of months. I have one behind my ear.
Of?
It's just
Oh, yeah, it's like a dizzle doodle.
We joined Loveline already in progress.
I have my dog's name on my arm, who just passed away.
Ooh.
I have,
Did you do it because the dog passed away?
Yeah, I got it. Well, I knew my mom was going to put him down. So I got it the day before, and I went with her, and I showed it to him, and he licked it.
Oh, really?
That's cute.
But it could have said Satan, and he would have licked it, too.
No,
let's be honest.
Corky.
All right, so you got the corky tat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was the tat you got at 12? Is it like,
It's on my ankle. It's just a Japanese character.
And
that's Corky.
And is it? And did you go to a tattoo parlor at age 12?
Mm-hmm.
That was
I had a fake ID.
And what do you got to be? 16?
18.
18. So at 12 you had an 18 ID? Because that's stretchy. You know what I mean? Like I can see that it's like that 3 years, from 18 to 21 kind of thing. But 12 to 18, that's a rangy fake ID. That's
it's
fake
more
ID's got legs.
Symptomatic of what goes on in Philly, I guess. Really.
All right. So did you have to show your ID at 12 too?
Yes.
And when did you get your 21 fake ID? When you were like 13?
15.
Wow. Yeah, because the 18-year-old fake ID is good to get in a few clubs and get a couple of tats, but doesn't get you into the booze.
Well, what we do is we get the school IDs, which are better.
Oh, really?
They're more believable.
And school like college, like a college,
university.
Right? So if it says you're a junior
University.
over Temple, then it means all right. Well, we'll do the math. You got to be over 18.
Yeah.
All right, that's good times. and you got one at 12. When is your next one?
My next tattoo?
Tat, yeah. Did you get another one at 13 or 14?
Oh, 15. I got
any pictures?
Yeah, I have an angel on my back.
Did your
following a shooting star?
Did your dad flip out at 12? How long did it take him to discover the tat?
A while. He found my tongue ring first. I got that at the same time.
Was it in you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
He thought I was chewing on thumbtacks.
He didn't sit on it or something. So, when did you get the tongue ring?
12.
Did you hear about her dad, though?
Yeah, Green Beret?
Yeah.
No, he's not a Green Beret.
But he has a grenade launcher in his truck.
Yeah. He had 70 kills in NAM.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Taught her to carry a shiv in 4th grade.
Whatever.
Had a full front lawn was mined with bouncing betties. Trick wires everywhere.
Absolutely.
Holes with bamboo, sharpened bamboo. And you know what he did with the bamboo? He put it in water bison dung, so it would infect the mailman when he landed on it.
That's good.
He had a turret on top of the roof with a 30 millimeter.
Stepmom, Vietnam vet nurse.
Really?
Yeah.
Vietnam vet. Your stepmom must have had just that 1,000-yard stare constantly. I mean, the Vietnam vet nurse. I couldn't imagine anything hairier than that job.
She's amazing.
Really, she's seen everything.
In the 12 years that I've known her, I've never ever heard her raise her voice.
Really?
She's just.
She had her tongue cut out.
She did not have her tongue.
Viet Cong took her tongue out?
God!
Oh, Drew, please. Did she have her tongue cut out?
She was responsible for the Women's Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, she has amazing women in her life, Pat.
I do.
Her mom is head of a cardiac transplant unit.
Yes.
Really?
A physician, yeah.
What the hell happened to you, Pat?
I'm pretty influential,
No,
damn
I mean, you turned out great, but I mean, what's with all the tats and the piercings and, the crazy
my form
energy?
Of expression.
I know, but it's weird because usually...
Mom went home. Mom was out busy.
Oh, mom was out working a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so you were asserting yourself.
Exactly.
All right. And your dad, when he's not killing people with piano wire, what does he do? He'll take you out.
He has a paintball camp.
He has his own insurance company, and he was my manager for a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
I could see him selling insurance. Like, hey, you're a parent, your father, you have a couple of kids. Let's say you're walking out to the car, and a guy drops down from a tree and slits your neck with a rusty can lid just to watch you bleed.
You're joking, but you sound like my
That's what
dad.
your dad would do, right?
Oh, my God.
Let me give you another scenario, buddy, with no insurance. You open the car door, but it's been booby-trapped by Charlie. Battery's hooked up to about 30 pounds of plastique in the trunk, and you go up like a Roman candle. Next thing you know, your wife and kids are out whoring to make a buck. You want that to happen, son? No, I didn't think so. Give me 20. Get down there. Your last easy day was yesterday. Sign right here. Mutual Omaha. We'll take care of you. That's what your dad would do, right? Pink.
Pink's all right? Pink's lost it.
It'd be a good way to sell.
Yeah.
Guy walks in. Hi, mister. You'll address me in a clear and present tone. Don't eyeball me, son. Don't look down when you talk to me.
Don't look at me.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's
Get
a
on
trick.
your knees.
He is a
Come
trick,
back.
though. He's not that bad.
Is he good for this one? It's another good one. You'll address me in a clear and present tone, not the voice you use to con drug money off your liberal parents.
Yeah, that one's struck on there for you.
Yeah.
For Pink,
Oh, God.
All right.
What's his name? Your dad.
James.
Jimmy.
Jimbo.
Sergeant Jimbo. See, it's funny. James is scary. Jimmy goes nice, and Jimbo goes psycho. See the names like, well,
Right.
Jimmy, James sounds all right. And Jimmy, ooh, he could cut you. Jimbo, look out. He's taking out the family. All right. Is he cool with everything now? Making the money?
Why isn't that your manager anymore?
Because he couldn't separate daughter from
Client.
artist type thing. You know? I'm still his little girl.
He was, so he was your manager for a while, and now is he all right with not being your manager?
He didn't. Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't work together.
Yeah. It always. I mean, this happens once in a while where the fighter is trained by his father, the artist is managed by the mom, and they get a few years out of it, but ultimately the wheels come off that wagon.
Goes all the way back to Mozart, for God's sakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His dad managed him? Really?
Rated and managed him.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was a dog and pony show for his dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel,
Yes.
you're 22?
Yes, I am. I hope to someday be an actual guest on the show.
All right.
Probably for, a band or something.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yep.
We welcome all visitors.
Well, once I make it, I'll be there. Anyway, I had a
All right.
question
Let's
about,
just hope we're not here when he comes.
Oh, thanks. I was actually hoping to work with you guys.
All right, buddy. Sorry. Go ahead.
I had a question about hobo power.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to you guys talk about it for a while now. And I was curious as where this certain stench I've encountered would rank on the scale.
All right.
Basically, the quick story behind it is I take care of a mentally handicapped guy for my job.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're already at 4.
Yes.
You're already at 4.
Hobo.
When you say take care of, you get to 2. When you go mentally challenged, now you're 4.
Yeah.
Now keep going.
I think an 8.
And he was actually happened to be sick this past weekend.
All right, we're at 7.
Yeah, and in the morning he made a bowel movement.
9.5.
Yeah, and it was so bad that my eyes actually started to tear up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where was now? If he crapped on a space heater or a radiator, now we're really talking.
Double down.
Yeah, I'm going to double down that 9.5 will be at a 19. But where was the Duke? In the toilet?
Well, yes, it was in the toilet, but also he kind of missed part of the toilet, and the guy,
Right.
the overnight shift guy, actually got the heater on too high.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Heat is a breeding ground for hobo power.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at about
high
9.
20s, really.
Well, I don't know if we would give away high 20s, but certainly high
You got a
teens,
physical
low
reaction.
20s. Did you gag?
I was gagging, and I would have vomited if I did not quickly run out of the room every probably 15 seconds.
See? It's in the 40s.
But yeah, they said every 15, so he was able to go back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to because he actually had slipped and fallen onto the floor.
And
I had to kind of slowly work him up, but I couldn't stay in there.
What did he slip on?
I think probably the little rug that.
All right. You would have got another 5 points if it was
the Geneva Convention would have put it below 40.
All right, so we'll say mid-20s.
No, it's 30s.
30s?
Yeah.
Well,
It's not 30s. The guy made it number 2. Big deal.
Well, my eyes were also tearing up, and actually.
All right, well, now my eyes are tearing up.
Yeah.
Please. Drew, you can't start handing out. You can't start inflating the hobo power, otherwise it loses meaning. It becomes like the peso. You understand?
Yeah.
We can't keep inflating its value, or we'll ruin the hobo economy. All right. Pink, you're with me on that was a low 20.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. If he'd slipped in the fecal matter,
Brought him in the 30s.
I would have brought it up in the 30s. Nick?
Hey,
You have a Florida or Germany?
Germany or Florida?
Oh, yeah. It says Florida. Stop. All right, you know what it is they always write it on the screen, Florida or Germany, and it screws me up.
The theme song, because that just makes me happy.
All right, and hold on. Pink, tell me what you think of this singing, because I'm pretty proud of this, but you're pro. You know, don't let me sitting here influence your decision. Go ahead, Anderson. Germany or Florida?
All right.
He's happy. He was happy.
You liked it. Pink almost vomited. Not a big fan of that song?
I give you points for doing it.
Okay.
Germany or Florida.
I didn't like that very
Who
much.
is that?
That's, what's her name, from Annabella from Bow Wow Wow. Oh, yeah, maybe Pink.
But
Can
with
you
the
do
different
it?
cadence.
Let's do it, yeah.
How's it supposed to sound?
It's like hell.
Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like anything. It's just the game is called Germany or Florida, which is...
You haven't explained the game to her yet.
I'll explain the game.
Okay.
Which is... I'm trying to look at Pink, and your mic rod is in the way here. You're screwing me up, Drew. Tilt it down. I'm trying to get my groove on here. There we go. That's better. Hey. Oh, look at those eyes. They're beautiful.
Thanks.
Those aren't tattooed? Those are real?
Those are tattoos.
Okay. The Germany or Florida.
Okay.
All bizarre evil comes from either Germany or Florida, we've decided, or we found out. Actually, I found out on Jimmy Kimmel's show, which is every time there's a weird story about somebody teaching their dog to Heil Hitler or somebody having sex with a corpse, it's always Germany or Florida. So people call in, they give us a bizarre story, and we guess, did it come out of Germany or Florida?
Okay.
All right, so let that move you as you sing our new theme.
Let's do it.
We'll do it, and then Pink will do the Germany and Florida?
Then, yeah.
All right. Nick?
Yeah. Okay,
What's up?
I can't say that much without giving it away, so I'll keep it pretty big. But basically there was this group of criminals, and they were planning this big, basically an attack, and what they used for weapons was cans of frozen peas mixed with nitroglycerin, and they made homemade grenades out of peas.
Meaning when the nitro would blow, the peas would spread out like pellets.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a shotgun blast, except that you'd be killed by frozen pea. They got caught.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go Germany. This
really?
sounds Florida. They try to kill you with a coat hanger. They're not crafty enough with the nitro and the frozen peas.
Who's doing that in Germany?
It's big over there.
Okay.
It's huge. It's on the flag. It's a frozen it's a pea pod exploding.
Wow.
Ever see their flag?
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's huge. It's big over
I thought
there.
it was 3 colors.
I'm saying Germany. You can. Oh no, that's. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I may be thinking of France.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah, okay.
Finland.
Finland?
Yeah.
Whatever. I know I've seen a flag with a pea pod exploding. So, Drew, what do you think?
I'm thinking Florida.
You think of Florida? All right, we can disagree.
We'll disagree on this one. All right.
Pink, what do you think? Germany or Florida?
Germany.
Germany. All right, Pink's with me in Germany. Go ahead, Nick.
Pink's right. It's Germany.
Who?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
It was Germans that were planning an attack on Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
You see that?
For what? Like when Bush was there or something?
I think they were just trying to kill the Queen.
With peas?
Yeah.
Germans?
I would. They should have worked in some of those pearl onions too.
Yeah, that would have been just. Yeah.
They go nice with peas, but they're also a little bit bigger. They got a little more weight to them. All right, so that's how you play Germany or Florida, Pink.
Okay,
And you're one for one.
And the questions are always, it definitely is Germany or Florida.
It's either Germany or Florida. Yes, Drew was wrong on that.
You should learn never to disagree with Adam. That's something you've got to
about anything.
Part of the game.
Ever. All right, so now it's time for you to sing the Germany or Florida song. And there's no cadence, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want.
So it's any melody I want.
Right.
Any melody you want, it just needs the Germany or Florida in it.
It needs to be reminiscent though of a 70s game show. Ideally.
But I wasn't born until 79.
Well, let's try a couple different takes on it.
Freestyle.
Yeah, just freestyle.
What does the 70s show sound like?
Oh, Drew.
I screwed it up.
Get out of there.
Like cheese?
Don't listen
like
to Drew.
Cheesy?
Yeah, cheesy's
Cheesy.
good.
Cheesy's good.
Yeah, it's like a little musical sting.
Oh. Okay. Let me think of Les Mis real quick. See, I'm a singer. You can't ask me to do stuff
Yeah, that's
like
why
this
we need you to sing.
And it not be serious.
Just get your game face on. You know.
Ready?
Yeah.
Germany or Florida.
That was good. I think you got better in you, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, you were there. Let me tell you
I
something.
need a new melody, though.
No, you were there. I think at the very end. I think in the last millisecond.
Okay, you just want me to go for it?
You gave up on it.
Just go for it?
Yeah. You were
All right.
there, and then you walked away.
Okay.
All
Ready?
right, yeah.
Germany or Florida.
There you go.
There you go.
No, we're in.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
All right, you got that, Anderson?
I'm done.
I think
Fantastic.
that was so powerful, I don't even need music for that one.
No, that's right.
No music.
All right, but we're still going to use my version, though, right? Or
Tomorrow
Your
night,
version
when
was
she's
way
gone.
better. Yeah, once I'm gone.
All right. You see, put a little music behind it during the break if you can, Anderson, and we'll see how that turned out.
I smoked during the break, too.
Okay, sorry. Let's, and that's why they call it a break, after all.
I'm worried about you.
Let's go to the bathroom, Drew.
Yeah,
We need to
I'm ready.
talk.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back after this. Best of Loveline. Madam, that's Dr. Drew. Pink has been ushered out of the studio, and taking her place, the Ataris.
Fabulous.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline.
Adam, you've ruined the Ataris.
That's right.
You ruined them. They were nice kids. They were paying attention to their fans.
No,
It's because of you.
Well,
How's
listen,
that feel?
look, if you're going to be in a big rock band, you got to act like it.
You might have given that. Yeah.
People are cool with that. They like that. Nothing wrong with that. I had to give Drew that speech in many airport over the years. The Ataris are here.
True.
What? Didn't miss it.
I talk to people in the airport.
Oh,
and
really?
Adam
They
would
come-
say, just, "Hey, beat it,"
No,
and then yell at me.
I get that all the time. I feel like I have to talk. I want to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Like I try to be totally humble, but then there was occasionally a couple really freaky people. Like there was some guy that got my phone number and he called me. He's like, "Hey, Chris, this is Josh." And I'm like,
It ruins it for everybody.
"Josh, who? Let's see. No, I don't. Josh. No, I don't know Josh." And he's like, "I got your number on this wall at the studio you were at." And I'm like,
Whoa.
and he did. That's the thing. He was at the studio visiting. And I'm like, "Don't you think that's a little bit freaking weird that you're calling me? I mean, you don't know me. You might know of me or you might think you know me, but it's just like it kind of ruins it for like the other four kind of
It highlights the core
normal
problem
people.
in our society, which is no boundaries.
Exactly.
Nobody has boundaries.
Well, and here's always my policy, and I wish it was Drew's, although maybe it's fast becoming that. It should be everyone's, which is you treat everyone initially the same and well, but once they F up a crack or two, you're gone. Then you just cut your losses and you're gone.
Yeah.
Quick. Because that's what people do. They'll go, "Oh, I'm a big fan, and then you'll go, "All right," and they'll go, "What's your name again?" You know, his name's Adam. Big fan. They'll go, "Your show is kind of chauvinistic," and then you just go, "Okay, I'm gone. Now I'm gone."
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Give them a chance. Be fair. For people want to be nice, fine. But if they're not, pow.
Well, but you don't like anybody like interfering with anything when you're at a public place. I mean, you don't like to talk to people in the airport.
Oh, please. I say hi to everyone all day.
I love talking
Why
to
you
people.
yelled
I
at
just
me?
gotta
You yelled at
follow
me
me
for
into a
Mm.
doing that.
bathroom.
I yell at you
Serious.
because you're holding me up. And I'm secretly jealous. Why Drew?
Choose
Why not me? Love me.
Yeah, it's just like me. I get pushed out of the way for
That's
for
right.
him. Hey, the other night I got it though for the first time. I was really stoked. Like this guy goes, he's like, oh, man, because we're doing a meet and greet. And he goes, oh, they just left. I want them to sign this. And I'm like, oh, I'll sign it. He goes, oh, that's all right, man. Weren't you in your last band? I'm like, yeah, that's my band, Vendetta Red, man. We were pretty good, right? And he's like, yeah, you guys are from Seattle, right? I'm like, yeah, a lot of good bands come out of Seattle, man. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, you know? It's like,
that always happens to me constantly.
I know, it's funny.
They'll be like, oh, there's the guitar player. And the kid next one will be like, no, it's not. I'm like, were you guys just watching the show? Yeah, you weren't up there.
That's funny.
People, yeah.
Amazes me.
Fame's fickle, yes, Drew?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, true sport.
It's a bunch of crap. We're at the singer all the time.
Let's keep a rolling here. All right, mate. Erica?
Yeah.
You're 28?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I basically had a question for Dr. Drew. I just started reading his book, Cracked.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, first of all, if you think that it's possible for somebody who's been using heroin for 11 years, and I've been through detox, I've been through treatment, I can't even count how many times, but right now, I have a job, believe it or not, and I want to stop so bad, but every day it's like the same thing, tomorrow, I'm gonna quit tomorrow.
Well, what has kept you from getting sober when you have been abstinent? Do you get with the program?
Yeah, with NA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone to meetings.
And what happens when you relapse? What are the circumstances?
To be honest with you, it's
what's with the crazy Comanche yell? What is that?
Oh, no, it's just like, I have so many questions to ask.
Oh, I see. But you're exasperated.
Excited.
Yeah, I really am. I was going to ask Drew if he would be my sponsor.
Yeah, sure.
Wow!
He'll be your silent sponsor.
You need a female.
You can never call him.
You need a female, and you need her there all the time.
Why female?
Because
that's what I want to know. Why female?
Because other things can enter into male-female interaction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just not okay. It's not there are things about that not okay.
Really? Is this work for all the drugs?
Yeah, you don't. It's got to be the same sex.
Yeah, you never hear that underlined.
Oh no, same sex.
Oh no. All right.
But
Erica, CA, there's some hot chicks in CA.
Same sex.
Especially CA's got hot chicks. I go to the West LA meeting every Friday. 13th Chris.
Erica, here's the deal.
They're vulnerable.
You got to get
skinny and vulnerable.
So tell me what the circumstances are around your relapses. Why don't you get with the program?
Do some producing, baby.
Once you detox,
some producing. Why? Are you interested?
I can't hear, but I can only.
Oh, sorry.
What happens when you've been relapsing? Why don't you stay with the program?
Let me think. Well, most of the time it was because I was getting clean or going to treatment for my mom or for, so that I didn't go to jail or,
But you didn't want to do it yourself.
Yeah,
it was a half-ass thing. I did want to do it, but it wasn't like gut-wrenching.
Yeah, you can't get sober for your mom or your teacher or your dad. You got to do it for me, Adam Carolla. You understand? That's the only time it's important.
All right.
Do it for me.
Here's the deal. What about just going back to treatment now that you're ready?
Well, I would love to go back to treatment now that I'm ready, but the thing is, I went to, there's like 2 treatment centers in Austin. I went to one the other day, and the guy who's in charge of intake says, Erica, you've been here, you're treatment savvy, you know what you need to do, blah, 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 just go do it. And my whole thing is, just 28 days or however long the program is, just the time away from all of the people and,
That's like the hardest part, I believe, of
any
addiction. Is getting away from all those people and those bad elements.
Maybe just 7 days inpatient, finish detox, go to sober living for 3 months, get entrenched in your program. You can go to work from sober living, get going.
Blah!
Just do it. You're ready now, Erica. Come on. Now's
Let's go, baby.
You're ready.
Yeah. Blah!
And listen, I can. Your spiritual emptiness is palpable, right?
It's. Blah! I can't even express to you how how depressed I have become. Before
I
it was
understand,
like
but
I wasn't
it's
depressed. Even shooting dope every day, it was okay. And now,
Hey, Erica, where do you work, or what? What do you do for a living, baby?
What is that keeps happening?
I don't know.
What we're wondering.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I work for a.
What?
Make that stop.
I wish I could. Yeah.
I work for a market research company.
All right.
It's really cool. I do.
You don't
like,
answer phones, do you?
No. Have you guys heard of like focus groups?
Yes. We know what focus groups are. They're the ones that.
Yeah. So I recruit
the
people.
program director had me quit talking so much.
Do you have like a dissociative disorder, Erica, where you kind of phase out and do things you don't know what you're doing?
Well, I've never been diagnosed with that.
Okay.
You were. Was?
No, I
Never
never
been.
have.
I think Anderson's screwing with us.
Oh, I see. You're ready to rock now, baby. Yes. This is time. It's time.
It's time, right?
All right.
I know.
Good. Do what Drew tells you what to do. Yes.
7 days inpatient, 3 months sober living.
That's
Just
right.
Get going. It's time. To doing it on your own, you know it's half-assed. You're welcome to try. You can cold turkey it. Maybe you'll find a doctor that can detox you as an outpatient. I don't do it because it doesn't work. You know the program, as they told you. You're program savvy. Go to NA, get a sponsor, start doing the work.
Try to find some friends outside of that circle of.
Or the 12-step community.
Yeah. Within the 12-step program, I'm sure you can find some people that would help.
And speak to Lynn, who's Drew. Sock the mic 2 times in under a minute. Lynn is 23. Lynn.
Hello.
I thought you missed the first time. I wanted to get it on the second.
Now, I don't miss anything ever.
It's true.
I only miss the good things you do.
Oh, yeah.
When you do bad stuff,
yes.
It all goes down.
Oh, yes.
Lynn, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm calling to find out if it's normal for a man to have an areola and not what I would call a normal-sized nipple.
That can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it can happen.
That's true. It's 2 saucers and not so much as a bump in the middle.
And that's normal?
He's an innie.
Yes, that can happen.
I got to suck him to get him out. Sorry.
What would your fantasy be? Oh.
I like a little nipple play. I have sensitive nipples.
Like your nipples sucked?
It grosses Drew out when I say I have sensitive nipples.
Do you men like your nipples sucked?
Adam sure does.
No, I'll tell you what we like,
Yeah.
I think. I think we like the idea of having our nipples sucked early in a relationship.
Okay.
Like, if you're with a girl and you're on your 3rd date and you guys are making out pretty good and all of a sudden the shirt's loosening up and she's giving you a little nipple work, you're thinking, oh, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. And that's, in that regard, we like our nipples sucked. But if you're in year 8, you don't want any nipple sucking, right? Unless that nipple's attached to your dork. And even then, it can be distracting. True, yes? But wouldn't it be great? That'd be great to put a nipple on your penis and be like, hey, baby, how about a little nipple action? And she's like, oh, come on, it's just a nipple. And then it's on, and you have her on a technicality. You have her beat, right, Drew?
Beat.
Okay, so this leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
What is the normal amount of time a couple should be having sex? How often?
How often?
Yes.
Depends on the age and what stage in the relationship they're in.
Where are you at? How long have you been together?
About a year and a half.
That may be like 2 times a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why?
How old is he?
What's going on?
He's 38.
He's older.
He's a little older. Yeah.
Does that make
Why?
a difference?
Yeah, they could slow him down a bit.
What's up? You sound like a newborn, Lynn.
Yeah.
What's up? You're very naive sounding. What's up?
No, I guess I'm just trying to justify why we don't have sex 2 times a week.
How often do you have it?
Maybe once or twice every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that can be something.
Does he work a lot?
I'm sorry?
Does he work a lot?
No, actually, we both are not working. We just took a trip across country, so...
How did you support yourselves?
Crazy.
She had sex.
What?
She had sex with truckers.
Not a trick
nipples.
Not a trick question.
Lizards.
Yeah. What do you do? What?
Savings. Are you independently wealthy or something?
No. But
Well, yeah.
my boyfriend and I had left our positions around the same time, and decided. decided to take a trip across country. You know, we just haven't gone back to work, and it's been about a year.
It's been 8, how long? A year?
Uh-huh.
Well, hold on, by the way.
The position was
hostess at TGI Fridays is not really a position that you leave. That's a gig that you quit.
That's right. It's not CEO of a Fortune 500.
We relinquished our position at quite a handsome severance package. What did you leave? What job did you leave?
I left a position in the workers' comp insurance field.
You were the door greeter at Walmart? Hi, welcome to Walmart. Here's your card.
All right, but listen, also, let me say this to Drew, who does not understand this, which is many people and all the guys I grew up with and almost everyone I knew from age 0 to age, 33, you worked, made enough. If you saved up $2,200, you quit and then spent that $2,200 doing whatever, and then you went back to work again. Yeah, that's
hard to understand. But
well, it's what you do at 23. He's 38.
He shouldn't be doing that.
All right, whatever.
He should
All right,
not
so
be doing that?
Well, he's 38. He should probably be focusing a little bit more on securing the future.
Sure, but I don't think his future maybe has the outcome of maybe what you would say a normal future would.
Why? What are you telling us about him?
Marriage and children and...
How come?
I don't know. That would be a question for him.
Then quiet. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. We're back with the best of. Put down the phone, everybody. We're not here, but
we're happy.
Pick up the Lubriderm because Victoria Silvstedt is coming in.
Yeah, she's changed.
Yeah, Drew said she's gone Hollywood.
Yeah.
She's not that farm girl from Europe anymore.
Running around naked with her sister, as you said.
Yeah, I still have her. All right, everybody, enjoy some Victoria Silvstedt. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Victoria Silvstedt is in here tonight. Big, beautiful Swedish drink of water.
Drink of water?
All right, Anderson, turn her mic on. I know it only happens one out of every 2 guests.
What did he do? Oh, there I am.
There's a reason for it. How come there's not a reason for it on other radio shows?
Because they only have one person on the air.
All right, here we go. Keep going. Adam, don't get derailed here.
I like how you slipped in big, too. That was cute.
All right, Anderson, please, you're 0 for 5 tonight. Now quiet down over there. Now, where was I? Sure, the show is so maddening to me. Oh, yeah, here's what I want to say about Victoria. And Drew will back me up on this. There's a lot of celebrity women and women that get featured in these men's magazines, Details and stuff and all that kind of stuff. They look real good, and then you see them in real life, and they're a little small and sort of unimpressive. They sort of remind you of like a teenage boy in the 7th grade, Sort of a little flat-chested, rolled shoulders, and 5'3". I mean, they're like you see these people in real life.
A lot of guys like that.
No, they don't. They like you.
No, there's Amy.
No, there's a lot of women who are, they're attractive women, like this sort of Sarah Michelle Gellar kind of thing, and according to these magazines, they all just get sort of lumped in together. But in real life, there's definitely a difference between 6 foot and boobs over here and hair over there and ass right in between. And that's sort of, that sort of wafy, sort of diminutive 5'3" chick with the rolled shoulders. Am I right, Drew?
Yeah.
And what are you trying to say with this, then?
I'm saying you're the real deal. Like there's a lot of these celebrity chicks.
I'm just a big girl, There's a lot of tall,
I just mean a lot of them. A lot of these so-called almost these sex symbols are almost pinup girls. You see them in real life, and I went to high school with chicks that look like that, but I didn't go to high school with chicks that look like you.
No,
really? I would have never left.
I'm supposed to be the girl next door,
I would still be in high school.
Playmates are like the girl next door, so.
Yeah, listen, you want to tell you the girl next door is that January and February and March and April, everyone's the girl next door. Please, next door to who? Next door to the Playboy Mansion, that's right. All right, where are we?
Thank you.
Yeah, well, my pleasure, baby doll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and all the sploozers outside wanting to get the autographs from Victoria and the magazines.
Yeah, there was a guy outside my hotel that drove down from San Francisco, and he said he saw me on the website. I was going to be here last Monday, and he said, I drove all the way down to see you, get your autograph, so I now have to come all the way down again. I was like, I'm sorry, what do you want, a BJ?
Yeah. Oh.
Almost felt bad for him.
Heart spaz, all loser. All right, let's talk to
Sploozer.
Sploozer. That's my new word. Veronica. All right. Let's talk go to 5. Speak to Kara, who's 19. Kara?
Hello?
What's up?
Actually, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, for everybody. I just recently, I started having sex about 3 or 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got this actually the last month or like 3 weeks, but every time like during sex or at the end of sex, I get this huge cramping in my stomach that it's almost like I get hot flashes.
After what period of time does that happen?
I would say in a minimum of 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And no matter what position you guys are in?
Sometimes it's just,
no matter what, basically.
Yeah.
And do you have any history of infections or anything like that?
No, this is my first time having sex.
Okay. Have you ever had a pelvic exam?
Yeah, it was because I had to go on the pill. Like, I was on the pill at least almost like 5 months before this, and I had an exam and all that stuff. And
so it's been about 8 months since you've had an exam.
Yeah, I would say.
All right, so it's time to do that again. Possible you got an infection.
Is that what the cramps are?
Could be. Doesn't have to be an STD. Possible you have an ovarian cyst. Possible you have endometriosis. Possible you have nothing. And this is just sort of something you have to sort of maneuver yourself so he doesn't sort of get into the depths where he can generate that kind of visceral discomfort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of be attentive to what he's doing here.
Why were you on the pill for 7 months before you started having sex?
Because I wanted to wait like almost a full year with dating him before I did this. And
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to make a stupid mistake.
Anything we should know about him?
I think I'm his 9th person.
But is he
hold on a second, we got to talk. She's a little caught up in the numbers. Like she's reiterated a few times, this is my first.
His ninth,
anything we need to know about is his 9th.
Yeah.
He didn't come close to asking how many guests. She was on the pill for a long time, sort of worried. She's worried that, he was going to screw her over.
Yeah, I'm getting what you're saying. She's very anxious about being
not old, but
yeah.
she doesn't want to get screwed over. I'm just wondering,
are you anxious?
Screwed you over?
Are you anxious about being sexually active?
No, I didn't want to at all, that's why. But I just wanted to make sure, because I have so many friends in high school, they get pregnant, and I'm just paranoid.
Okay.
You're paranoid about pregnancy then, not just about being sexually active?
Yeah.
Did you ever get screwed over by a guy?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Dad?
It was about a year ago. He cheated on me with my best friend.
Yes.
Where's your dad? Is he around?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not sort of an asshole himself?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
When did your dad rape you?
We're wondering why you picked to be with an asshole, and that usually comes from dad.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
Probably. He's not. I mean, he's a really good dad, but I think sometimes he buys my love.
He buys your love?
Interesting.
I wish my dad would have tried that.
Literally, he's got my love because he's a good guy. He does.
But he's unavailable. He's unavailable, you're saying. Yeah, and unavailability is what cheating guys do.
Yeah.
Guys are not really invested in the relationship. But listen, it's all right, Carl. Get a pelvic exam.
Listen, all you people, he's trying to buy my love. That's a saint.
I know. Just because you would have got nothing in that department, you think that's such a great thing for a dad to do. But the fact is, the emotional investment wasn't there, and she feels it. All right, fine.
Dad,
that wasn't what she was calling
about. Son of a bitch.
Here we go.
All right. She's fine. She's got a little energy.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get a pelvic exam.
Your dad didn't try to buy your love, did he? Victoria? No. Did your parents have money growing up?
No, everybody in Sweden is pretty equal, it's
socialist.
Kind of,
yeah. Is it social?
Oh, yeah.
We're fine, everybody has a little house and a little car, but it's nothing.
But as I remember, you described it as a little town, like a little alpine
Very
town.
little town, and
I just imagine this little.
But big people, little town, but huge people. Walking around in his little house in the Volvos. It's very cute.
Skiing and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I know for a fact that in Sweden where I grew up, I mean, people start having sex really, really early.
Yeah.
Like 12, 11,
12.
They're
I mean,
big people, though.
they mature early. I don't
No,
know.
still 12.
I like
But
to
the
go
people
there.
don't really talk about it like, you
I
know.
thought the parents were sort of okay with it.
But they don't know. Or maybe
They
they
don't
know,
know.
but they don't want to know.
I heard that around 17, 18, they're sort of, okay, it's time.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but I know
Yeah.
or like 12, 13 is very, very common. I mean, I'm sure
Very
now.
common, or
Well, and my.
Hold on. Let me talk to Drew.
yeah,
Victoria must have lost about 12 and a
No,
half.
I'm not
11 and a
saying-
half.
I'm
Got
just
it.
talking about
yeah,
Yeah,
in
she's
Sweden
going
in
a little
general.
over.
yeah.
Okay, let's get back to her. I think she's getting suspicious.
No,
What's that, dear?
Nothing.
Something about Sweden again?
No, I'm just
big
saying.
people, little houses.
I
Got
like
it.
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm just saying it's. I think in general we start earlier there to have sex.
Yeah.
Adam over here. So.
In general, that's all. That's all I'm trying to
Hold on a
say.
second, Victoria.
Nothing more.
Go ahead.
You can ask her about that. 11 and a half.
No, I'd say 12. I'd say 12.
Well, the guy,
come
the
on,
guy
are
must
you
be
getting
19.
betting?
Guy
Come
must
on,
be
guy.
19, so check it out.
No.
All right, cut it out.
No, Sweden has always been known as a sort of sexually
progressive.
liberated.
I think
country.
God only knows, though, that they are probably still under the same veil of the 70s that we had. You know what I mean? They're still trying to recover from that
Yeah,
veil.
yeah, it's just a little slow.
Yeah.
Takes time over there, you know.
Yeah. Is that you guys big into IKEA over there? You got an IKEA over there?
Yeah.
All right. I got the bookshelves you put together with
IKEA.
Alan.
We like
Alan
to
Regis.
fiddle with things.
That's Swedish, right?
Plumbers.
Isn't IKEA?
IKEA is very Swedish, yeah.
Is it Swedish?
Uh-huh.
Come on, Drew, get
I mean,
hip.
that's all we have there. I mean, all our furniture is IKEA.
No, I understand it's that kind of thing, but I always thought IKEA was like Korean. Made
No,
to look.
it started there, and then
Okay.
and it's very,
Yeah.
very popular.
All right, but how often do you get back to Sweden?
About twice a year.
Twice a year?
Uh-huh.
Your mom's still around?
Mm-hmm. Mom, Dad,
They're
my
together?
brother. Yeah, they've been married for 35 years. Very.
What's your brother do?
He's in high school.
Lumberjack.
Oh, really?
He's a professional golfer. He's
What?
number 2 in Sweden in golf in his age bracket,
Really?
and he's 14.
Man.
14.
Yeah, he's got a handicap 1. He's going to be like the next Tiger Woods. That's in his mind.
What's what's the huge age gap here? Was he an accident or?
It was
You know
an
what I mean?
accident. I don't know. I think we were too much trouble. 2 girls too close to each other when we were out of the house, and
They got busy again.
yeah,
They
they
didn't
got
have sex.
busy,
The whole time the
yeah.
girls had no sex.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh,
You're really
God.
curious about
This is what we ended up with last time. I was like, oh my God, her dad.
Yeah.
Right? We,
What
this,
is
Yeah, I
it?
remember that.
this is what we left last time. Oh God, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, as a dad, you want your as any parent, you want your kids to be healthy and sort of symmetrical and attractive, but let's not overdo it. I'd like my daughter to be sort of decent looking, but with a hook nose or a big ass or something that's going to slow down the boys just a little bit. You know what I mean? Really, maybe really bad skin all through high school.
That's why he wanted us both to be boys. You know, he brought us up like guys. You know, like part of the Swedish ski team and training.
Swedish ski team.
Yeah, I was age 3. He pushed me out on the slopes. Okay, we must train. We must train. You know, it's like
he spoke to you in English?
Well, yeah, but I'm just making fun of his voice there. But he's like a dictator, you know, and
So you did.
he wanted us to be little boys.
You're good
Finally,
skier?
he got his
son.
little son, and now it's all about golf.
Did your dad suffer with? Oh
God, he must have suffered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a good skier now?
He lost all his hair very quickly. Huh?
You a good skier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Imagine.
competed professionally for 12 years.
12 years.
Swedish ski team.
Ski team.
Uh-huh.
It just sounds like a beer poster, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Miller presents the
Swedish nude skiing, right?
ski team. It's chicks in bikinis, you know, just drunken guys with an 80 IQ can beat off to the poster.
Oh, God.
All right. Let's take a little break. Victoria Silvstedt is here. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. Oh, seems like only yesterday Drew Marilyn Manson was in here.
Well, that's because since you downed all that absinthe, your memory has... I wanted to bring this up with you, but your memory's been severely dysfunctional.
Who's talking? Yeah, Marilyn came in, bought a bottle of absinthe. I don't even know. It's the kind of thing. First, you shouldn't make booze that makes it sound like you're drunk when you're saying it.
Before you
it's
have
like you have a problem. Like, yeah, I'll have a bottle of absinthe. Listen, Daffy Duck, sounds like you've had a little too much. I haven't drank any yet.
Yeah.
What kind of logic is that, by the way?
That's right. You know, even if you don't become dysarthric like that, you start hallucinating anyway.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. And then a junior producer, Lauren, stole the bottle. He brought it in for me, and it was like, here's a present for you. Mind if I have a little for myself?
God, she's not been the same either. I noticed that. I didn't realize why.
Yeah. All right, so enjoy some Marilyn Manson. I was just thinking about something as I was seeing Manson eat a piece of pizza, which I thought is, like, you got to watch your figure. You know what I mean?
I do.
You're not like some slob comedian who's like got hair all over his back, and if he packs on 40 pounds, no one gives an ass. You got to get out there wearing the corsets and the tight-fitting spandex and the form-fitting clothes. Yeah, it's like I was just thinking about it, which is you know how we sort of feel sorry for women and that they can't get old and they can't get fat.
Mm-hmm.
Marilyn, you can't get fat.
No, I have a bit of a kind of complex about that at times.
You have to. You wear too much tight stuff. I mean, I know it sounds maybe marginally insulting, but if you dress like a half a chick up on stage, you got to look right.
Yeah, no.
Or guys won't want to F you.
I've kind of strangely maintained. I have a real high metabolism.
Yeah.
And I don't eat a lot because I forget to eat and stuff. But I've maintained almost the same kind of steady weight that I have since high school.
How old are you?
Yeah,
34.
That's 34, you say? That's good that you're able to maintain it, because there's nothing worse than a guy with a corset and some love handles flopping over the back.
The skinny fat guy.
Yes.
We've talked about that before.
The skinny fat guy. Yes. The skinny fat guy.
He's got the worst of hand of all, I'd say.
That's right.
You got to do Pilates.
This is no calves and a double chin.
Yeah.
That's what the skinny fat guy is.
And
like normally, here's what you have to look forward.
Beer belly.
For a fat guy. Okay, so you're a fat guy. At least you're going to have some big calves and some big forearms.
Look like Anderson. If he got fat, he'd just be bigger.
Yeah. Well, they're guys who just sort of their parts get bigger as they get bigger. Always hated those guys, and then there are guys who just get the love handles, the double chin, and the arms.
The worst, not even the love, but just like a layer of fat.
Right.
Yeah, it's just all over in their fingers.
Right. You want to know a skinny fat guy? Tim, what's his name from Son of the Beach? The lead from Son of the Beach. I can think of Tim's last name, but he was on the show.
I know.
He's a skinny fat guy.
Yeah.
He's it's sort of another word for skinny fat guy is sort of skinny sloppy.
Or doughy.
Yes, you're doughy. You're not exactly fat. You're skinny and soft, which is a bad combo. Now, you're like a small car that gets horrible mileage.
Stop pointing at Marilyn Manson and saying, you.
Oh, one
would be.
Yeah, I have a complex.
He said he's sensitive
one is
to this
that
stuff.
way.
Yeah,
no, I have that too. If I put weight on, I put weight on my head and my love handles. I still got the skinny arms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a bad combo.
I've been putting it on. My genitals have gotten fatter over the
years. I got my sack, not my penis.
Yeah, your sack is just like...
The left side of my sack has gotten larger.
It's like an anvil in there or something.
One side...
How do you know this?
One side... Drew, how do you know this?
We've been traveling a lot. Now, come on.
One side of my sack... Here's what I put weight on. Love handles, chin, and my left nad. Those are my weight places. All right. I know. You want to know what's I'll tell you the best combo for putting on weight and putting on size is the Samoans.
Oh, yeah.
They pack the weight on, the calves get bigger.
Yeah.
They pack the weight on, the forearms get bigger. They just start getting huskier and huskier.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't say husky in front of me. You know how I feel about that.
Not into that. All right. So anyway, you have to keep your girlish figure in order to get in those crazy outfits, right?
I'm doing my best. I like to keep that deathbed look. Is he ill?
Right.
That's my look.
That's good. Well, you need to not go out in the sun too much. Don't exercise.
I exercise.
Too much?
No, just...
Well, you can walk and do some cardio stuff.
I exercise my liver a lot.
Right.
My tongue.
Right. And it's important to have sort of a negative attitude. Are you... what about religion? Atheist?
I wouldn't say atheist. I mean, I went to a Christian school as a kid.
You did?
That traumatized me. I kind of got kicked out because I put a dildo in my Bible teacher's desk because she was the bane of my existence.
Were you an extrovert?
No.
You're withdrawn.
I felt like I did not fit in at all, but I tried to fit in. It was real cult.
And you grew up.
My parents weren't religious. They just wanted me to get a good education, so they sent me to private school and spent. We were very middle class.
Your parents were together when you grew up?
My parents are still
together.
Yeah.
How are they doing with you? Are they cool?
Oh yeah, very.
I talked to his dad at like an MTV event.
Oh really?
Nice guy. Wears a lot of leopard skin stuff.
Corset?
Yeah,
no.
He's a
very
funny guy.
Dad's enjoying your parents enjoy your success?
Yeah, I just visited my parents in Ohio, and my dad introduced me to his new neighbor who offered me marijuana.
It just arrived in Ohio last week.
Yeah.
It's like a new invention there.
So, where was it?
I'm just interested in your family. What did your dad do for a living, or what does he do for a living?
He was a salesman.
And he's a salesman in Ohio, parents together, brothers and sisters.
Remember the grandpa that was kind of funny.
Screwy cross-dressing grandpa drove a truck. Brother and sister?
No, only child.
Only child. And parents sent you to a religious Catholic school in order to get a decent education.
Yeah.
But you felt weird out of place.
I got kicked out in 10th grade purposefully, and I went to public school, which was my dream to, with the rest of the kids in my neighborhood, and got my ass kicked repeatedly because I was the kid from Christian school.
Were you dressing different? Were you looking different?
No. I didn't really have a place to fit in. It wasn't the jocks or the burnouts at the time. That's what was the term. Right. So, I tried to fit in, just did my time. It was like prison.
So you graduated high school and did
Then
what?
we moved to Florida. But that's when I started getting into just trying to figure out what it was I was going to believe in. And, it was a matter of just, it wasn't school that I learned things from. I'm a very self-taught, and just curiosity led me to a lot of places. So
you want
it was just Nietzsche, Satanism, every different thing in the book, and people always misunderstand and think that I hate God or I hate Christianity. I hate the way people use religion to ruin other people's lives or to control people. And for me, if God kind of means creation.
Right.
That's what it represents. I don't believe there's a God or a Satan. Either one. It's the ways that man describes his personality.
Right.
But if you're an artist or if you do things, even if people don't like them, you create. That's religion for me. So doing what I do is my definition of religion.
And sucking the occasional toe.
Yeah. Well, that's ritual.
All right. Josh?
Yes, sir.
You're 21?
Yes. I actually just got a question for Marilyn Manson, and first of all, I want to say that Adam and Drew, I respect you both very much.
Thanks.
However,
but he has no respect for me.
Oh, no. I have.
I'm just kidding.
I think you're a brilliant artist.
Thanks.
Definitely. And what would you most like people to get out of your music?
Well, that's something that people have asked me from the beginning, and I've come to realize that you can't misunderstand what I do because I want everyone to understand it differently. And
so there's no misunderstanding.
Well, if everyone perceived it in the same way, then it would be boring to me. And being Marilyn Manson, being who I am and doing what I do, it's meant to be abstract in a way because it's always evolving with my personality because it's a reflection of me as a human, and everybody changes as you go along. And
if you weren't pissing off a certain percentage of society or offending a certain percentage of society, would you up the ante? Would you feel like you weren't doing enough?
Well, no, it's not. That's not the goal, but that's the end result that's important. That if everyone liked what you did, then it would be worthless.
Is offensiveness what you're going for?
No, I think it's provocative is what I'm going for, and what I'd want people to take from it is that they took anything from it that they thought.
Right.
And the way I look at it is what I do is a question mark, and I want people to find the answers for themselves. And everybody wants artists to give them the answers, and when they don't, that's when they start, blurring the lines, and that's why I get blamed for the things I get blamed for, because I don't sit there and say, no, it's just for show. No, it means this. No, it means that.
Right.
Because there's no point in that. I explain myself by what I create. Why should I explain my creations?
Okay. No, I know. I'm that way when I break gas, like at the writers' meeting at Kimmel. It's like it means different things to different people at the table. For some, it's a
but you have an intention. Be clear here.
I don't know, Drew. You see, it's a fartist. I really feel like
a fartist.
It's a fartist. I feel as if it's my job.
I always said that art is one letter away from fart, but
let's.
No, if you take anything from it, even if you hate it, that's the job accomplished. Because
but you're trying to create it. You're not trying to create rapture. You're trying to create sort of an unsettled feeling.
It's chaos.
Right? Yeah,
it's inserting chaos. But if you make something, it's not complete until somebody else does something with it or experiences it. You know, otherwise, it's like the tree falling in the forest. No one's listening.
Huh.
Mike?
Yes.
You're 20?
Yes, correct.
What's up?
All right. So there's this girl I met at work, and she likes me. The only problem is that I'm a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that I'm gay, but she didn't find out until actually about a month ago. And she thinks it's okay, but she still has this fixation with me.
That she wants to be your girlfriend, or wants to have sex with you, or just wants to be your friend?
She wants to be my girlfriend.
And you've said no to her?
Correct. I told her. I've been trying to tell her.
And
that's a
do you do anything with her?
No, I have never done anything with her.
How about throwing her something? You close your eyes, pretend it was a dude.
Describe her.
Yeah, is she hot?
She's very good looking. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But I've tried to tell her, and it's like it's not going through to her that I don't like her that way. Like, I do have feelings for her. That's how it all started. But I don't think I could see myself dating her.
You do have feelings for her?
I do have feelings for her.
Well, what do you mean you have feelings for her? You're gay.
I know, exactly. I'm attracted to her, and I know I don't want anything sexual from her. And I've tried to tell her that, she's a virgin, and so, even if I did do anything, I wouldn't want to because of that.
This is a diabolical way to get young, stupid chicks to be attracted to you, by the way. Just explain to them that you have feelings for them, but it's not a sexual feeling. Although I find you attractive, I'm not attracted to you.
And
you're going
shut the door with gay.
See, it's a little bit evil.
The clitoris would explode. Yeah.
And you'd never mess with a virgin.
Yeah.
Metal.
All right, Mike, I don't understand what your question is, though, so who cares? Tell her to get lost. That's it.
Okay.
Cuddling.
Well, what do you want us to say?
I don't know. I just don't know how to explain to her. How do I tell her?
Listen.
Well, here's the thing. If you got any other guy friends that aren't gay, the fact that you are not going to steal her virginity is almost a crime in itself.
Yeah. I
so all the other male friends will kick your ass?
They're going to be very upset.
Yeah, maybe he could...
No, stop.
All right, Mike.
Yeah.
Now, that's it. I'll tell you what you should do. Let her catch you blowing a guy. Or cornholing, actually, because that'll gross her out, and that'll be it. Chicks can't picture that, and if they do, it freaks them out.
Can you just show his porn collection?
Every once in a while. Marilyn, you ever been with a guy?
In what way?
Sexually.
Not in a literal way. In a comical way.
Comical way?
Yeah.
Like in the artistic, experiential way?
No, just...
was he right?
I'll do anything that you can't meddle with me kind of way.
Oh, I see. You think...
I'm not embarrassed about anything, and I'm confident enough with my sexuality to put a limp penis with a condom on it in my mouth.
Good. How did your mom feel about your artistic expression? She had a stroke yet, or is she okay?
It was more just a bet, Drew. That wasn't...
I'm just thinking about Mom. Poor Mom.
What about poor Mom? The guy's making millions of dollars a year. He's probably bought a Mercedes by now.
She's all right with everything that I do, actually, because my mom loved Elvis as a kid. They almost named me Elvis, and she, this is her way of
vicariously
getting me on
Elvis.
Yeah. Do you throw him a few bucks?
Oh, I support my parents because they're both retired, but not any kind of pension, so I take care of my parents.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, what are they going to do? Kill the goose that sucks a golden egg?
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? And listen, I'm not so sure the limp penis with the condom in the mouth is gay.
As long as I don't get an erection, I'm straight. There's rules. I put them in my book.
Right. Okay.
If you get sperm on you, you're screwed for life.
Yeah, but if
it turns you, it's like the Wicked Witch with water. You turn into something.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I see it.
All right.
I mean, screwed in the sense that you're going to be gay. No, I'm going to do that disclaimer. It's okay if you're gay. I hate when people do that on your show.
It's
when
okay
they go,
if you're
I
gay.
don't care if someone's gay.
Right.
But everyone always does that disclaimer.
Which one?
Where they're like, where they say, well, it doesn't matter if you're gay, or they're like doing that
the PC
thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hate that.
everyone knows if you've had a limp penis with a condom on it, you don't care if someone's gay.
Right.
So I don't have to do a disclaimer.
Right. But by the way, that is not gay.
No, it's not
If
gay
the
at all.
penis is limp, true.
No,
I
see what I'm saying?
I'm taking notes.
Now, what about a sack in a Ziploc bag?
No sacks.
What do you mean? Sack in a Ziploc bag.
I don't
took
even
my
like
sack
I
and
don't
put it
even
in a
like
Ziploc bag, and Manson put it in his mouth.
Oh,
Would
I
that be
see.
gay? I don't think that'd be gay. Not for me, it wouldn't.
It's a little weird.
I'm not
impulse.
going to put a sack in my
Yeah,
mouth.
so
sack?
it's kind of a.
I don't even like to
sack?
acknowledge my own testicles.
Yeah.
Sack gayer than limp penis in the mouth?
Yeah.
See, but to me,
It's more
novel.
emotional.
More
It's more
novel.
intimate. It's
More intimate.
Yeah.
More intimate. Okay.
It's a weird impulse for a straight guy. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I think the penis gayer because that's
The instrument.
Yeah, that's the instrument. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the commitment.
All right. Hey, I'm a sack guy, so shoot me. Let's talk to who are we going to talk to, Drew? Let's talk to line 6. Yeah. Hey, Aspen.
Hey.
Hey, you're 14. What's up?
First off, I want to say Marilyn Manson, wow, your Antichrist album, muy sexy. Love it. And also, you may or may not remember me, but I called like a year ago with that, abnormally high sex drive thing.
You talking to us?
Yeah. I thought you
So
were
do you?
to Manson.
No.
I would have remembered it.
We have calls like that pretty frequently, Aspen. So go ahead. What's the issue?
Okay, well...
Thank you, by the way.
Yes?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, and, I have no sex...
You know what? I do remember you. You were worried that because you were preoccupied. I'm strange to remember this call. You were completely preoccupied about sex all the time, and you thought that was weird and there was something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Did I
was a
drive you
mason
to
jar
it in any
call.
way?
And what?
It was a mason jar call, you know? Bogus.
Did I drive you to it in any way?
You?
Yeah.
Mr. Manson?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never actually seen you. I just really like your music. It's really great.
I was just.
And you being Christian, I support you and all. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
Oh, good. Thank you.
There. All right. What? It was a mason jar call?
Yeah, it was a bogus call.
That's basically code for bogus, where you in the call.
I don't remember
with,
being bogus, so
ass the size of a mason jar.
So I'm not remembering the call.
All right. Well, good times. Let's talk to Melissa, 16. Melissa,
Yeah.
what's up?
Well, my boyfriend and me have been dating for like 4 months now, and me and him are like really cool and everything. Like we talk all the time, and he bites me in class.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Like on my arms or on my shoulder.
Does he draw blood?
Well, yeah, he has like twice.
In class.
I have it's the same problem.
You do?
I like to, but I'm unconscious of it, and I don't know if it's like absence related. But my girlfriend has told me that I've been in the middle of the night, just like savagely bit, like but on the back, like just, but not like vampire Dracula nonsense.
I've
just
only
like
seen that.
weird, like
my patients have done that when they've been manic. You ever get real manic here? You don't sleep at all, and you're hyperverbal, and
it's every day.
Yeah.
Really?
But there appears when you really get into that mode, or you're way out.
It's just weird because I've always been like that. I used to bite my own hand.
Well, that biting is a form of aggression. It's just it's an expression. It's a very, very aggressive expression, an oral aggressive impulse.
Is he just being funny, your boyfriend?
I don't know, because the thing is, I was playing around with him one time, and I bit him, and he bit me back, and since then he's been biting me. But the thing is, he bit me once on my hand, and he actually left me a scar there, and I had a bruise, and it didn't go away for like a month and a half.
This is a very, very aggressive impulse on his part.
All right, why don't you
contain it a little bit?
Let's spray some apple bitters on you. You get the message. Treat yourself like a pet who's chewing its own ass.
Wear a garlic necklace.
But I'm interested in your biting thing, because I've only seen a couple of cases of that. I'm not sure that my sort of impressions are accurate, but were you really sort of super manic, and that it was at a time when you were ultra sped up and not sleeping and that kind of stuff?
No, I don't know. It was just like something like
you don't remember
sleepwalking.
No, I know. I absolutely understand what you're saying, but the only time I've seen it, well, the pattern I've seen is when people are in a sort of a manic phase. They're like working excessively. And excessively
I mean, I'm always.
I
mean, there's not a time when I'm not working.
But was this an extra high phase? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. It's kind of constant. I mean, but it's not violent.
No,
it's not like.
Well, it's aggressive.
Like, I don't bite real hard.
Right, and you don't mean to harm kind of thing, but it's just a sort of aggressive outburst.
But it wasn't during the time the limp penis with a condom was in your mouth.
Well, that's what he's worried about.
That would have been.
That's
that could happen. You're saying,
yeah.
But I've like bitten my friends too.
All right.
Aggression.
Good times.
On stage.
Let's take ourselves a little break. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Loveline! Best of Loveline. I saw a fart go, Drew.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Nothing wrong with that.
Consistent with the best of theme, too.
That's right.
Well done.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey, Heidi Fleiss coming in.
I'll tell you, she is a delight.
I did the IQ show with her after that.
Celebrity IQ?
Yes.
What'd she get?
She didn't win.
Well, listen, I can't. I got a 91.
Yeah.
And I took it online, but yeah, I got 91. So she do better than 91?
They only told the winners in the winner's score.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Drew, you won?
I won.
Yes, you did, buddy. Yeah. All right, everybody, enjoy the moderately intelligent Heidi Fleiss. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm over here at Jimmy Kimmel Live in Hollywood. Heidi Fleiss is with Dr. Drew over in Culver City. And now, Heidi, I don't know what are you plugging anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's sitting in front of me here. Go ahead.
What is it?
This is Pandering. It's my book out, my first book out, and I believe in this book. I think everybody will learn something from it. Even if you don't like me, that you will learn something from this book.
It is an amazing production. You got to see this thing. It's sort of like this. It's set up like a picture book. You know, like what do you call these things?
I call it. To me, it's just like a piece of art.
No, but it's like somebody's picture, like their
diary or something.
And it's set up that way. Each page has got a bunch of pictures sort of posted in it, a bunch of sort of interesting.
Well, when I got out of prison, I had to see how the world had changed, and I've been an avid reader my whole life, but people don't read a whole lot, so I had to gear my book towards the X and Y generation with it very visual, very smart, very concise, and then very powerful.
Now, Heidi, weren't people coming at you with book deals left and right?
Oh,
back in the day?
I put one in the book there for $3 million that I turned down in 1993.
And why did you turn those down back then?
Because they wanted me to write their kind of book, not my kind of book. This has everything in it. This has court documents, it has photos, it has my crazy philosophies. I don't sugarcoat it like I'm so great or anything. There's negative stuff about me in there.
Is there any naming or black book or any of that
maybe
stuff?
Between the lines there may be something in there. I don't know, but I just think it's a great book. It's about life and things that we all experience.
But tell them what we were just talking about in the break. We were sort of worrying about the world situation.
This book addresses everything that we go through in life: age, beauty, love, hate, deception, betrayal, loyalty, Hollywood, and also teaches you just to enjoy every moment right here, right now, and don't let the bigger picture, like everyone's so worried about war and this and that, which they should worry about, but you can't do anything about it, so just enjoy every moment while you can.
And if you talk about the LAPD, just don't do it in public radio.
Never.
And what about the famous black book? Did that ever exist?
There's pages of it here. You know, it's in here.
There's some of the FBI. The FBI, the whole black book story is all in Pandering. It's really.
It is. All right. And where is this black book? Do you still have it?
It gives the whole story about my business. In the black book, it says, even I put the search warrant in here, and it says I ran my business by voice recognition. That means no black book ever existed.
Is that true?
Of course. My business, my clients were my friends, and they knew me, and I knew them, and maybe I did have a book with names and numbers, but really, it wasn't, there's no, big secret book that just gets passed around to run a big sex business. It's just myth.
All right.
Now we were left off. She was telling us about the surfer chick that she met.
Yeah.
She was surrounded by
We're
prisoners.
going back to prison days.
Surrounded by prisoners.
Okay, so I picked this surfer chick, if you want to call her chick. She looked like a cute guy, and I was like, I didn't touch her, but I was like, oh, okay, that's good. And after a few months, I told her, don't ever think of contacting me out in the real world. And she freaked out.
Why?
Because what am I going to do with her? I don't need any sex toy.
What was she? She was falling in love with you. Is that what was happening?
I don't know. She was like an airplane mechanic for TWA or something like that.
And what was she in for? Drugs?
Yeah, like a 30-year sentence.
Ooh, she's still there?
I don't know where she is.
Oh.
So I don't want to know.
So was the surfer girl?
She got. I didn't touch her. So she started vandalizing the prison after I told her don't contact me. She just.
But you became friends or something, or what?
Well,
how did she get so involved with you that freaked her out?
No. Well, after we got close.
Okay.
You get it?
I'm reading between the lines. Yes.
Okay, we were close, but I didn't touch her. I would just be like, oh yeah, that felt good. And actually, it was really good.
Yeah.
But gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
and then,
but so when she's gone, do you find another girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, I got transferred after she left, I got transferred across the street to a harder prison, much, I was way out hustled. They're much craftier than me. And there are people who will die there. There's serious prison. And there I met probably one of the smartest girls I ever met in my life. She's beautiful, a great person. Her name is Sylvia, and she's in there for 20 years. She looks just like J-Lo.
What's she in there for?
Drug dealing. I mean, it's like America's Gestapo.
Yeah. So did you find that most of the women at least, were in there for drugs?
Yeah, it's mostly drugs.
Were there recovery programs behind people got into?
They're recovery programs, but a lot of it stems. People are just like victims of their, of society. Some of these women, I think that if they were brought up in a different environment, would have gone to college, could have been, biologists or whatever, could have had a different career, but,
well, look at you. Your dad's a doctor, right?
Never blame the parents.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't keep
it was
you
the
out of
neighborhood.
prison.
It was the neighborhood.
Well, so when you walking away from the prison and sort of looking back on the experience and seeing the people that were in there, generally decent people who were underrepresented from a law standpoint and basically got screwed and lots of
Adam,
drugs
you're
and
so
all
tough.
that. I'm serious. I don't think we should be locking up everyone for drugs. I
think that the drug laws definitely have to be changed, and these violent criminals, were so lenient on them. It's crazy how someone could want to beat them to death with practically the butt of a gun, and they get an 8-year sentence. And someone who is selling weed gets a 25-year sentence. I just do not get it.
No.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And then the ecstasy thing. I'm sitting on the prison rec field, and I'm reading about ecstasy. I think I've taken ecstasy once in my life. I hated it, because anything that's going to make you hug and kiss an enemy, I'm not going to take. But in USA Today, it described ecstasy. It says it makes you want to hug and kiss and dance all night. Well, gee, let's make that illegal and AK-40 to everyone. I mean, that doesn't make sense either.
Well, look, the point is I think they ought to just ask the people, do you want a guy who carjacks someone and pistol whips someone doing the same time as someone who's selling weed? The answer is obviously no, and that's how the laws should be reflected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's real simple. Mm-hmm. The public seems sort of apathetic to it, but I think a lot of it is they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe it's because we don't live the cities we live in don't reflect the majority or something.
But 80% of the women in there for drug-related causes.
It's crazy.
Fantastic.
All right.
This is Laura, 33. Laura?
Hey.
Hey, Laura.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're called Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, why are you called by your first name? It's so informal. I mean, it seems as if you don't have any kind of
because when I was
education or advice. I don't know. I'm not trying to insult you whatsoever. I believe. I mean, you're very popular.
Maybe he has a tough last name.
I just would like to know what kind of authority you have to give advice on the air.
You want his credentials mailed to your house?
Hold on, because he goes by his first name? Is that because he goes by his first name?
Well, no, not only that, but I just want to know, why he's giving advice. I mean,
Yeah, where's his college professor? Let's bring him in there and see if he's really a doctor.
Well, my
Are you
point
ready?
is, I
Are you
mean-
ready?
I mean, he's on the air, and he's not, necessarily, in practice if he's a doctor. And I was wondering,
Laura, will you let me speak?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm an internist. I taught internal medicine. Then I became director of medicine at a psychiatric hospital for 10 years. I became an addictionologist. I run a large addiction recovery program at a freestanding psychiatric hospital, and I practice internal medicine every day.
Wow.
And
He's got a very busy schedule.
the reason I use my first name is when I started doing radio 20 years ago, I thought I was doing community service. I did it for free for 10 years, and I didn't want anyone to think I was trying to develop a practice or use the radio to put my name out there. So no one even knew I did it, so I didn't use my last name. In the world, I was
Do anything on outside?
in the world. What do you mean? I practice
Other than radio for money.
I practice medicine every day, like I said, and I run a large addiction recovery program.
Okay.
And in the world, I'm Dr. Pinsky. On the radio, I use something totally different. It's two different.
And Laura, you understand? Hold on, Screwball. Listen, first off, we're going to figure out what kind of drugs you're on in a second. But secondly, he starts the show at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, my drug that I'm on is lack of sex. Right.
Shut up.
Is it that impossible to believe?
You want to
that
have
he
sex
might
with
have a
Dr.
day
Drew?
gig?
I mean, what's going on?
Well, I can't get my old man to have a heart on. I don't know. I mean, he's on painkillers constantly.
All right, so he needs to get into recovery from the opiates. He's an opiate addict.
Viagra.
What do you know? You're just a love doctor.
Back pain. He's got,
Laura,
doing the shots in
Laura,
his back and
Is the neighbor cute?
Wait a minute, Laura, you've got to listen to me.
Okay.
I run a recovery program, and one of the most common addictions we treat is addiction to oral pain medication for people who have chronic back pain. And magically their back pain goes away when we treat their opiate addiction. And unless you treat that opiate addiction, nothing is going to change.
Well, why is his doctor shooting, stuff into his spine?
I treat this kind of situation
Leave
every
him.
single day. You've got to get him evaluated by an addictionologist. And
Is this the reason why he can't get a hard on?
yes.
Okay, baby. You don't have any kids, do you?
I have a 16-year-old who gives me a hard time every day.
I bet.
Yeah. But I bet just about everyone on the planet gives you a hard time. All right, Laura, what drugs you into? Speed?
Hold on. Laura?
Speed? What's your drug?
There she is. Laura.
I like, I
Alcohol.
prefer marijuana.
Yeah, alcohol and pot.
Alcohol and pot?
Yeah.
No speed?
No speed.
No, this is alcohol
I'm
and
a
pot.
Gemini. I don't need any speed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Gem. Listen, I'm a Gemini, and I need like 4 pots of coffee before I can get my pants up. Are you kidding me? Oh, please, these people. What's wrong with everyone? They need their kids taken away from them.
Well,
I'm a
kids.
Gemini.
I can't
Oh,
believe
she's
this.
so
You have
high.
to take tests for everything else. What about kids?
Scott, 25.
Yeah, hi, I had a question for Heidi.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You're such a beautiful woman. What made you want to get into this?
It's not something I really wanted to. It's just one of those things that kind of happened. And as it was happening, I didn't realize it was snowballing into some huge enterprises. I didn't know I was going to corner the sex market or end up in 3 years in federal penitentiary and 10 years of probation. It just kind of happened, and I don't know.
Now, was your addiction getting going through all this too? Was it part of all that?
I was addicted to the money and the thrill, and it turned out exciting.
But thrill addiction is part of an addictive disorder.
Well, then everyone's addicted to something, whether it be water.
Heidi?
Yeah, I know.
Come
Dr.
on,
Drew.
baby. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who do you think you're talking
I
to?
know, Dr. Drew. I'm shutting up.
What were your drugs?
Heidi? What was
Yeah.
Heidi's drugs? Everyone knows my story. Embarrassing.
Well, last time we talked to you, you were getting into recovery, and you were.
I was
happy with
sober
it.
then.
Yeah.
And now.
And I'm just saying that every addict has a thrill mechanism. They either substitute thrill for their drug of choice, or thrill is part of the evolution of their disease. And sex is sometimes part of that. Sometimes it's extreme sports. Sometimes it's dramatic relationships.
Publishing now. I'm
That's different.
I'm career driven.
That's passion. That's a little different.
So, are you sober now, Heidi?
Yes, I slipped a few times. I had to a couple times. It was hard readjusting to society. And in prison, I had an experience where it was like the one time on earth I did not want to get high ever.
In prison.
Yes, I just got out of solitary confinement after like 60 days, and I was.
Why? Why in solitary?
It's a long story, but I ended up throwing a metal chair at a correctional officer, 2 of them. It's a long story, but I had to do it, or else I would be like, Fleiss, clean that up. Fleiss, go get that. Fleiss, get this. So I end up. And it's sad, but that you have to do those kind of things to show yourself. So.
But wasn't solitary worse than being the boy?
Drew, wait a minute.
No, I really would have been, I hate to use this, but like a punk to everybody.
Yeah, to everybody, not just the...
Not just the officers, but to everybody.
If you didn't throw the chair,
well,
or if you didn't do
an
the
officer
drugs?
was ordering, no, the drugs from later, was ordering me to, it's in my book, I don't want to bore you guys, but it was ordering.
Yeah, it's not boring.
Fleiss, move these lockers. Move these lockers. And I was trying to explain to her, you know, that the barracks are symmetrical. The reason why the locker was moved was because of ants, and she wouldn't let me talk. Every time I talked, she'd say, Fleiss, and give direct order. And there's about 5 other inmates behind her laughing. So finally I said, do you want these chairs moved? And I want the lockers moved. They're lockers. I just grabbed 2 of the metal chairs, you know, that's standard. I grabbed them and I just threw them right over her head. First one.
On top of her head?
Over.
And what was solitary like?
Oh, God, it's very introspective.
You see God?
Well, put it this way. At night, you're exhausted from doing nothing.
Wow. Really? And so how does it work? You have just a small room.
You don't get no reading
windows.
Material.
Reading material, yes, and your food comes through a slot in the door, and I think 4 days a week you have recreation out in a cage. And
cage?
Yeah, it's all caged in, and you shower handcuffed to the shower, just like on TV when you see like on Dateline and stuff, when they just like that.
Wow.
And so as there's 60 days, I got out, and I was like, wow, I got a headache that first day out from standing up so long because I was so used to laying down. But I read a whole lot.
Interesting.
And you did drugs when you got out?
This is what happened. Like when I was in solitary, I could peek on the prison yard and see the prisoners. So I saw like the slickster girls and these girls, and you know, some girls were getting into trouble just to come into the unit I was in just to meet me. And I was like, great, you know.
Wow.
That's really thrilling. And then so when I got out, these little slickster girls, I was with maybe 4 of them. Hung out with them. They're like, Heidi, come here, come with us. And they took me a little part of the prison where no one else could see. And then there's 4 of us, and they put out 4 little lines of drugs. And it was the one time in my life where the last thing I wanted were drugs. I mean, I wanted eyes all over in the back of my head. And I had to do it because if I didn't do it and someone got in trouble, all the finger pointing would be whatever. So I did my little line. 1 hour later, an officer's like, Fleiss, come here.
Urine.
Yeah.
Wow,
really?
And the captain is like, tell me who did it and you don't have to go back in. I went back in for 45 days.
Solitary?
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh, my God.
Wow, so you didn't squeal.
No, I took the speed test.
You're no stoolie. And did you see drugs in prison a lot? I mean, did
Rarely.
you know they were around?
Rarely. It's hard. It's really hard to, you know, the way the federal system's set up, it's just really hard. And it's so scary because people are in there for life and stuff. And, you know, the stakes are so high that people don't want to take a chance.
Wow.
All right, let's take ourselves a little break.
This is fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
Another book here.
Glad you did this. I mean, you know.
If we're just so we could all learn,
Now you know what it's all about.
Oh, my God.
All right, we'll take a little break.
It wasn't the Patty Hearst days where they had mink coats and it was like a nightclub back then.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Heidi Fleiss in studio, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, y'all, it's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Up next, a guy who's a very talented musician.
Substantial guy.
And a substantial guy and a cool cat. Pete Yorn. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Drew. Pete Yorn is our guest tonight. All right, Pete Yorn in here. We're going to talk to Kim real quick. Kim?
Hi, Adam.
You're 39?
Yeah, so are you?
Yeah, no, I'm 38. How much for a BJ?
I don't do it for money.
How much? For me.
I just love Adam, not for money.
For me. You do it for free?
If it's the right man.
All right. All right, thanks for playing along. Thanks. You never get anything out of our callers. You screw around with them. Go ahead, Kim.
Well, my question is, I was wondering, I'm trying to get pregnant, but my husband, he doesn't shoot very far when he comes, and I'm just wondering if that will impact my chance of getting pregnant.
What do you mean doesn't shoot very far?
Well, there have been times when he's just kind of dribbled out of the end of his penis when...
Coming out of the end?
Yeah, but then there's been a couple times where I've seen him shoot, you know, an inch or two.
Yeah, well, what is your image of what happens in there? Well, what difference does it make?
You got to blast it up into the uterus, Drew.
What do you think?
You blast it up that tube.
Kim,
you gotta get in the tube. You got blast, Drew.
Well, I mean, I've had lovers that have blasted pretty far, and
so what?
I just thought it would make an impact.
How?
What do you mean how? Do the math. Goes blasting up that tube, finds the egg, belch it up a little bit. Come on, Drew.
The penis is basically going into a dead end, right?
That's the way I look at it.
And the semen is just being dropped off there in the end of the tube.
Yep.
It ain't going anywhere, no matter what velocity it comes out with.
The Jack cul-de-sac. That's what I call it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
They straightened things out for me. Hey, thanks for making my drive home wonderful.
Sure, baby. 39.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got married a few months ago.
Been a while since health class, huh?
Yeah, I think I'd probably tune that stuff out being a good Catholic girl.
Yeah,
evidently.
You
what do you
work in the medical profession?
Kinda, sorta, yeah.
I hope not.
What do you do?
I'm a recreational therapist.
No way.
What does a recreational therapist do? Like you
assistant to
show people how to put tents up and stuff?
You're an assistant to a recreational therapist, right?
No. No, but,
You have a graduate degree in recreational therapy?
I have a bachelor's degree, yeah.
You're an assistant to a recreational therapist. You work in a recreational therapy group. You're not a licensed recreational therapist.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes.
What license is that?
It's the National Certification for Recreational Therapy.
Uh-huh. Drew, can you get one of those, just a bachelor's?
Yeah. I think so. But I guess
what do you do
you've
with
never
that?
looked at pelvic anatomy. You've never looked at how your reproductive organs work. You've never just looked it up on the web.
The guy's not a shooter. Now leave her alone. Kim.
Yeah, Adam.
What do you do as a recreational therapist?
Well, basically anything you do for fun, I adapt it to the people that I work with, and and then help them with whatever they like to do for their leisure recreation.
What? I don't understand that. Anything I like to do for fun, you adapt it to your patients?
Well, yeah, like you just had a caller that was talking about jacking off into a coffee cup.
Right. Well, a big gulp.
Slurpee cup.
How dare you? Coffee cup.
Sorry,
Yes.
that's when I got all excited because I got through on the phone finally.
Okay, so this guy beats off into a Slurpee cup. How would you help him?
Well, what I'm thinking of more is that I've had clients that have had similar problems, and so I just have kind of needed to adapt different things to find them the right thing to work through their frustrations, whether it be a coffee cup or...
Hold on a second. What the... Does anyone know what she's talking about?
No. But I'd like to know.
Do you know? And by the way,
the coffee cup was very frustrating, and they need to work through the frustration of the coffee cup.
What is a recreational therapist?
I asked that about 10 minutes ago. I still have zero idea.
It's usually...
Drew, wait, after the break, you tell everyone what a recreational therapist is. Now, if you don't say anything, I'm just going to assume it means beating off into a Slurpee cup.
Yeah, that's recreational therapy. There you go.
All right, we'll be back. Well, everybody, that's the best of Loveline, but there's more to come.
Oh, yeah, big week.
Oh, yeah. Names like Jack Black and, let's see.
Andy
we
Dick.
got Puddle of Mud, Andy Dick, Kelly Osbourne, Wilmer Valderrama, Tony Hawk, and this name. Jimmy...
Kymel.
I don't know how he pronounces it. So, until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.